Hello people, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sorin, and today we're gonna take a look at the results of Recon Missions 2023. Wargaming released an article of their feedback with data. So yeah, let's take a look and see what they have to say. 87% of those fill the questionnaire, and around 85% of the people would like to become part of random battles. So those changes were highly appreciated by the community, and I really like that. Of course, I made 4 videos for each map, and there were 13 million battles for the past, I think that was like 2 weeks. So yeah, people literally enjoy this recon mission. Probably for the reward as well, because there were some decent 5 days of premium per week for 50 battles, but still. 521,000 players, and 107,000 gave the feedback. 400,000 questionnaire. That is really good data for wargaming. Really appreciated that. And of course, I made a video where I give my feedback to the community as well. So in terms of the Himmelsorf, this is what are the hot spots, I think it's called. So pretty much you spawn here. The most taken position are over here, obviously the balcony. Here's some tank destroyer probably crossing, artillery place playing here, this place over here which I never been. Some people that are playing aggressive over here and shooting at the hill. But yeah, look at this, the banana, the hill are like one of the most, popular places to go. And on top of that, look how many artilleries, like quite often there are some artilleries on this map. So there are 4 artillery spots on this map for the north side and on the south side as well. So yeah, there is a before and after. So people kind of are using the middle more often with this update. There's like much more fighting on the banana, and the hill it's also getting way more popular. I mean, yeah, you can see on this. Is this Eastern? Yeah, that's the Eastern part of the map. It's literally becoming so much popular than it used to be. So yeah, this was Himmelsorf. As I mentioned, the hill is becoming really meta, just because you have the opportunity to drop down and either go for a cap or either go for a defense. So yeah, once you're finishing here, you can just continue going and you're fine. Next, the Ruinberg. Once again, three really competitive spots for the city, and pretty much over here just a madness of lines are where people are going. So this was before. As you can see, there is so many tanks going roughly like this. This position is popular once again. Light tanks, probably tank destroyers over here, and just look how the paths that people are taking. And with this new update, just look how many people are fighting here with the new corridors as well. There's like such a big fight going on over here. It is madness. And on top of that, yeah, there is this position become more often, probably because people like, as I mentioned, tanks with turreted, really good turret armor are gonna play over here cooldown, because they now have rubble, so they will not take damage for free. So once again, for Ruinberg, a really good update. I really love the Ruinberg playstyle with the new changes. Ah, come on, Prohorovka. Well, let's see what they have to say about the Prohorovka. Okay, I think this is a before. Yes, that's a before. As usual, the typical bush. I actually kind of saw this point where the northern spawn actually has an advantage, because you obviously have this bush, which is like pretty much really close to the middle of the map, whereas the lights can only fight in this tank destroyer spot over here. So yeah, it's a bit unbalanced for the southern map. It's like the northern spawn got an advantage over it. On top of it, you have those points over here, those 4 bushes, which yeah, playing the northern spawn is much better than playing the southern as a light. Let's see what else is here. So it's kind of the same. I mean, there's nothing really changed over here. Some more people are using those wrecks over here, by the looks of it, but only a few. but yeah, there's still always the same. It's like this for Prohorovka, nothing changed because as I mentioned, this is the one you push, you lose map, but by the looks of it, there are like way more people playing over here in the hill because there is that plane crash, and there are more people fighting for the train wreck as well. Really, really good feedback once again. And for the save heaven, probably here nothing changed as well. Yeah, literally nothing changed. This, yeah, as I mentioned, the save heaven doesn't have literally the most. I mean, as I mentioned, 1 in 100 battle or 1 in 1,000 battles. Those updates probably gonna help you, but this thing over here become more popular after the tunnel gate is closed. But other than that, Safe Haven doesn't have really much change. So for the dynamic cover, 1 in 4 people, actually no, 3 in 4 people actually liked it, which mean yeah, kind of the community really enjoyed this kind of dynamic cover. So you can push yourself the Rex, probably the train, what was over here? I think yeah, there was train as well. Over here, I think there was like Panzer tanks, which are pretty nice. For the Ruinberg, yeah, there were always some concrete blocks as well over here. So yeah, now over here I don't remember you could push anything. That is very bizarre as well. And for the safe haven, there were concrete barriers as well over here. Key takeaways. The initial analysis of feedback and data from Recon mission helped us refine our vision for random events. When they return as part of random battles, the following changes will have been implemented. We intend to ditch red line as danger zone before zone borders in favor of something that better suits the map environment, like thick smoke. Round markers over the zone event will go to, and minimap signs will be reworked. So instead of that red danger zone, you're gonna have something more thematic to the map, like as they say, thick smoke and stuff like that. So probably those are gonna be only visual effects. So the visuals will experience a complete overhaul. All textures, effects, and animation will be upgraded to make random events more spectacular and realistic. Yeah, but actually no, because the Wargaming has like really good hardware optimization. Because as I said, I'm running like I think it's 7-year-old graphics card and it's still running fine with high graphics. I still get like 80-90 FPS. So nothing to complain about the visual stuff. So random events will not affect low-end system adversely, though their overall visual quality will depend on general system performance. Okay, as I mentioned, they have really good optimization. I mean, Wargaming really, they really know how to make their graphics. Random events will behave more like their name suggests, beginning at a random time after the start of the battle, or sometimes just not occurring at all. Yeah, I really like that because it is never the same, you know. It is always something new, different time. You never know how the engagement can change, which this is probably why the community really love that. Judging by the data we have gathered, the introduction of randomness does not affect map balance significantly. We'll continue to monitor map balances in the future, fine-tuning random events or making other adjustments if needed. What's next? We want to thank you all once more for contribution to our common cause of making War of Tanks even more engaging and entertaining. Yeah, that was a fair sentence for me. Expect a further improved release grade version of random events in late fall 2023. So in August, not August, in October, November, we probably could have those into the game. The exact selection of map and events will be defined later. Stay tuned and follow the news commanders. Okay, I actually really like this article that Wargaming actually are preparing us for what it's about to come. Well, not really what about to come, but we already know what they tested and how the things were looking like. But I really like that they're informing us that this thing will actually be implemented in the game because the community like it. And as I mentioned, those things do not break the game balance. They're just breaking the stalemates, which it's a true problem in World of Tanks, and some of them are just usable by everyone to say so. Is like, I mean, for the dynamic cover, you kind of need a more powerful tank. Like with a light tank, you probably will not be able to push a container or a concrete block, but obviously the light tanks are not made to play cooldown and stuff like that, but that's completely fine by me. So yeah, this was the video, guys. Thank you much for watching, and yeah, once again, thank you for everyone that gave the feedback to World of Tanks so they can implement this thing in the game. So without further ado, guys, thank you much for watching, and I will see you legends in the next one. Bye bye.